Okay, we were due to have 37 on the grid. That field has somewhat been a little bit decimated, so to speak. So Benjamin Van Hees due to start on pole. Felipe Falk, Casbo's House, Sam Bergstein, Flynn Fitters, Dave Stevens, Mitch Hainer. I have seen that Enzo van den Dickerberg has gone back to the awning. There's going to be quite a few drivers that well, there was quite a lot of, let's say, pinball wizardry on the start-finish straight off the first full start. It just can sometimes happen. So, just for the benefit of the doubt, I thought maybe, well, you know, already gone through the grid once. So there were 37 drivers due to start this race. And, well, looks like St. Peter's, Raymond van Beek, Philip Wisniewski, I think, may also have their own troubles now to deal with, because that kind of incident, I think in the words of The Who and Roger Daltrey, they sure play a mean pinball, but it was completely unsighted and unexpected at that juncture. It's the first weekend of the season, officially, and that kind of accident is not what anybody wants. But Van Hees and Falk on the front row, into the tram lines, revs up, lights on, lights out this time. Here we go, 10 minutes plus 2 additional laps, and Felipe Falk loses about 3 positions going into turn 1. So Van Hees leads the way. Second, I would say that's probably Casbo's House. There's, a couple goes skirting wide. And someone's had a bit of a tank slapper coming out of turn 5. One of the Sodi carts trying to make up a couple of positions through into T5. So very, very frantic opening first lap here. But Benjamin Van Hees leads the way. Casbo's House second. Felipe Falk, I thought I'd lost quite a few places, but actually maybe 4th or 5th out of the final corner. So Van Hees leads off the opening lap, but diving up the inside into turn 1. Risky, but worth the risk. Casbo's House now leads. So Benjamin Van Hees, Flynn Fitters, Felipe Falk, and TB Cart teammate Mitch Hainert rounds out your top 5. Kevin Navis up to 6th from 9th on the grid. And Mitch Hainert, Sam Bergstein. Dave Stevens, Jort van Wyk, the number 333, makes up 4 spots and is currently in P9. 10th, Mathis Turlo making a return to competitive senior road tax action. So drivers that did not take the stop: Philip Wisniewski, Raymond van Beek, Enzo van den Dickerberg, Jim Back, Dominic Shapers, Luna Blum, Dylan LaHaye. So down to 30 runners and riders we go, and a squabble and a half happening, and Benjamin Van Hees, indented front bumper. OTK trying to go around the outside, might be Kevin Navis. Or maybe even Tay Stevens. And there is the 3-3-4 running very, very slowly. Scott Westovens from Slangen Karting having to use the cut-through area. And is going to have to wait the entire field to go by. Boz House to stretch the lead. And look at the scramble a little bit further back. 2 wide into turn 1. That never ends well. They still made it through. Mamma mia. And it's 2x2 hurrah Noah's Ark style coming out. Someone's got a noisy exhaust, so straight away there's going to be a mechanical black flag. Right, ignoring yellow flags, penalties for 337 Bram Plomp, 335 trying to see who that is. Well, I've got 357 Sim van Vliet, 335. And we got the 325. Oh no, the 325 is out. That is Rein van der... No, that's not Rein van der Meer. Your Valkenars has come a cropper. And that's at one of the complexes. Can't remember which one exactly. The Valkenars out of the race. Oh, right. A big thank you to Michael, our timekeeper, who's giving me the results, which I will update you on as and when I am able to. But Felipe Falk and Mitch Haynett leading the peloton. There, Linus Cern. I'm not surprised. 85 thousandths between them across the line after 5 laps. So, just under 6 minutes to go. There's Flynn Fitters and Sam Bergstein. So, Joris Valkenars, Dylan LaHaye, Scott Westhovens, Luna Blum, Dominic Schupers, Jim Back, Enzo van den Dickenberg, Remy van Beek and Philip Wisniewski. The latter 5 were out on the full start incident that we had. So, quite a few drivers. We've gone from 37, that's 9 competitors. Felipe Falk just flirting with the outside edge of the dirt, just coming out of the final corner. And if he makes a mistake, well, Mitch Haynett's going to dive through, and he does, through at turn 4. So Mitch Haynett now takes second away from Felipe Falk. Oh, and a nice dive here through 5 on Flynn Fitters. Sam Bergstein, the number 319, the privateer, makes his way through. The Bergstein family have an Opel dealership. I've seen other families that work that have a son or daughter racing in karting. There's a couple of people or families that run their own business as a dealership. The Bergstein's closing in on the 2 TV kart drivers. He could be ready to pull the trigger at any second as we complete lap 7. Matthias Turlo down in 8th. 44.487 for the man for SR Solutions. Doing a lot more mechanicking now. However, Boshouse has quite literally bolted. And now Bergstein looking for 3rd. Fitters is trying to squeeze his way through. That's on Felipe Falk. That's not quite happening yet. For the, the 378 is at the minute out of harm's way, so to speak. Right, 3:57 has just copped a 3-second time penalty. Sim Van Vliet, that will be added post-race. Oh dear, right, that was number 382. Days Stevens is out. Now the penalties are coming in thick and fast now. 342. Mathis Turlo has just copped a 10-second time penalty. And in the words of the message I've received on the announcements for live timing, Sam Bergstein, as I say that, dives up the inside and gets through on Felipe Falk for P3. Here comes the fast charging Jort van Wijk on the Sodi kart. That's 9 places. He's just gained as he's got through on Felipe Falk. Yeah, Mathis Turlo, the stewards were very matter of fact. They went very unsportsmanlike driving, under investigation. So he's under investigation, plus has the 10-second post-race penalty. Luca Prima now out of the race. I know seniors wanted to go out racing, but golly, it's like everyone's deciding to chomp at the bit and see who they can one-up on. And at the minute, it seems like those that try aren't able to capitalise, so they use an alternative means, let's say. I'm not going to start delving into that little can of worms because I'll probably put myself under duress at the same time. Coming up to just under 2 minutes to go, plus 2 additional laps. Next up, we will have DD2 and DD2 Masters running together. So, last driver running out on circuit according to the live timing. Ralph van der Paver at 3:68 and is 26th, having started 24th. So, he's weathered the storm a little bit. But meantime, well, Casbah's house needs to keep the blinkers on. What does that mean? Tunnel vision, in other words. Now the lead expands to 3.5 seconds. Sam Bergstein closing in on Mitch Haynett for that second place. Imagine maybe this and 2 more to go. So 3 laps running on lap 13. So 3 laps will make it 16. Who said a calculator can't do maths without using them? As in quick fire. So it is going to be 3 laps to go. Once the timer hits 0. Bergstein finds himself 4.1 seconds behind Casbah's house, who has scarpered away into the distance by the tune of just over 4.1 seconds at this moment in time. So this is where we come to crunch time, and so 3:42 has got 10 seconds worth of penalties. 3:57 Sim van Vliet has had a 5-second penalty for ignoring a yellow flag and then insult to injury, 3-second penalty for unsportsmanlike driving. So Divian Hurst up from what is 14th, now runs 8th. This time around, the final lap has just been started by Casbah's house. Sam Bergstein and Jort van Wijk ran out your top 3. Mitch Haynett and Felipe Felt, the 2 TB kart teammates, are working together. Divian Hurst, Dylan Hummel, Julian Kloosman, Bram Plomp and Benjamin Van Hees. Van Hees earlier on been on the pole position, but it is chaos, calamity, someone give me a dark room to lie down in, need a bed and some welcome tablets. But Casbah's house wins the race. Second, Bergstein, Jort van Wijk, Mitch Haynett and Felipe Falk rounding out the top 5 for TB Kart. Debian Hurst, 6th, ahead of Dylan Hummel, Julian Kloosman, Bram Plomp, Benjamin Van Hees, Daes van Wijk, Flynn Fitters, Kevin Navis, Sven Slagmoller, Sim van Vliet. They ran at your top 15, and here are the rest of the provisional results. So, and Slagmoller, Sim van Vliet ran out the top 15. Mike Maastricht.
Ja, kom maar, Kleef. Iedereen is binnen.
Well, you can see Mike van Maastricht. Ruben Lichtenstein started 37th, makes up 20 places. To 17th, Steen Peters, Jay Zerveld and Matty Sterlo ran at your top 20. Krit Knorr and Rein van der Meer, Martin Herrera, Ralph van der Paver and Jake Menton and Kian de Jong, the 26 drivers that finished. Drivers that didn't finish. Luca Brima out on lap 9, Dave Stevens out on lap 7, with Jo Valkenars, Dylan LaHaye, Scott Westhoven and Luna Blum. And then rounding off the 5 that did not take the restart, Dominic Scheppers, Jim Back, Enzo van den Dickenberg, Remy van Beek and Philip Wisniewski. But that, as they say, is that for these drivers. Next up, we'll go into DD2 and DD2 Masters right here on the Chrono Karting YouTube channel. Don't touch that dial, whatever you do.